Police tape is blocking the entire lot of 64 Maple Parkway in Sparta Township as it sits completely charred after a fire broke out late yesterday afternoon. A man in his 60s was rescued from his home. However, he lost his two dogs to the fast-moving fire.
When the officer arrived with Officer Frank Scump, a small portion of the residence was in flames, and he went to the door and banged on it.
The homeowner was reportedly asleep when officials arrived on the scene after the fire broke out.
The man answered the door, saw the fire, slammed the door in Officer Frank Scump's face, and then Frank and firemen who had arrived on scene went in and got the individual out.
As a precaution, the 60-year-old male was taken to Newton Medical Center after being saved from his burning home. This fire is no longer under investigation as officials have determined that the fire started on the man's deck.
Apparently, he had just removed hot embers from his fireplace and put them in a bucket by the front porch, and that appears to be the source of what ignited the fire. And within 5 minutes, the entire structure was engulfed. Witnesses
of the house fire say smoke and flames could be seen from across Lake Mohawk. The house next door suffered heat damage to its siding. The house on the opposite side seems to have only suffered minimal damage. A boat also sits charred after the blaze. Fire crews reportedly had a hard time fighting the fire.
It was pretty chaotic. Lots of fire engines, lots of hoses. They had problems with the water pressure, a fire hydrant that was right next to the scene. So eventually they went up cutting a hole through the ice and put their lines in the lake and were pulling water from Lake Mohawk to extinguish the fire.
Sergeant Dennis Proctor of the Sparta Township Police Department said the quick response by first responders saved the man's life.
The fire moved so quickly, it was potentially a problem for the homeowner if he was continued to take his nap.
The Sparta Fire Department received assistance from the Ogdensburg, Byram, and Andover fire departments. No other injuries have been reported. In Sussex County, Melissa Estock, WNBC News.